Buddy, Dr. Seth Anderson back. I fell in love with chiropractic and why I practice the way that I do now is a young man by the name of Dr. Jerry Clum. Google him, you'll find out lots and lots of really great stuff. He was the president of Life College of Chiropractic West when I started in 1999. And he told us his story at my freshman orientation, and it moved me so much. He was, as I remember the story at least, he was going to school in upstate New York as a 13-year-old, so that would probably be 7th or 8th grade. He was having trouble seeing the chalkboard, so his parents, like any good parents would do, took him to the eye doctor. They took him to, and the eye doctor they took him to, took one look in his eyes and told him he's going to be blind, put him in Braille school. Now, what would any parent in their right mind do? They figured a second opinion, a third opinion. I think a fourth opinion possibly at this point. Over and over again they tested, and over again they said bilateral optic atrophy. And of course not explaining horribly in specific what that means. Now, so what I've learned since then, and what they learned recently after that. Now Jerry's dad was seeing a chiropractor at the time, and so they had missed some of their appointments. He had missed some of his appointments because of all these eye doctor appointments for his son. So one day they drove by and the open sign was on. So they stopped into his chiropractor. And the chiropractor asked them why they were together. He said, "Why do you have your son with you today?" And they said, "Well, bilateral optic atrophy. So we've been taking to these appointments." The chiropractor asked, in as nice a way as you probably could, "Do you know what that means?" And they said, "No, we don't." So he took out his anatomy book and he explained it. Bilateral simply means both sides. Optic is the cranial nerve number 2 that comes out under your brain right about here, and atrophy means withering and dying. That doesn't really mean a whole lot, but it meant a lot to that family at the point. And the chiropractor said very simply, "I don't know if I can help him with that. I'd love a chance to try, and I promise you I won't hurt him." Gosh, what would any parent in the right mind do? So they give it a shot. And after literally a couple of months of chiropractic care, they went back to the original eye doctor, and the eye doctor looked in his eyes and said, "It's a miracle what you do." When they told him he took him to a chiropractor, well, now get back to me at freshman orientation. I think I'm in back pain school, because that's what I thought chiropractic was at the time. And so I know where most people are coming from when they come looking for back pain relief. And don't get me wrong, we're wonderful with that, but that's only just a little tiny bit of what we do. And I was wondering when this story was going to get to the back pain. And so they talked to this. So everything wasn't quite clicking for me yet at our orientation. But what happened was that when they told the eye doctor what had happened, that they had taken to a chiropractor, and that's where this self-proclaimed miracle came from. The chiropractor, the eye doctor, said that himself. He said, "I wouldn't take my dog to see a chiropractor." At 13 years old, Jerry Clum told himself, I think in his head at the point, "I'll show this guy." He's influenced thousands of chiropractors. He was the acting president for Life College Chiropractic West since its inception until, I think, 2011, if I'm not mistaken, if I don't get my years mixed up, which is 30-some years. Wonderful, wonderful man. And his story really hit me. Because again, I thought I was in back doctor school, and it turns out that I was in nerve releasing school, if you will, whole body, amazing chiropractic health care school, and that changed my life. And literally at the time when that hit me, it brought me to tears. It's why I'm here today. It's why I practice the way I do. And I thank you, Dr. Clum, if you ever see this, for that story on that day in the fall of 1999. Thanks much. Have a great time.